My parents went out to Africa in 1953. I was born there. They were a singing family. So I grew up in a family that sang a lot. And where we lived was in an area where the people sang a great deal. We lived amongst the indigenous tribe of the Lozis, also known as the Solozis. And they were supporters of the arts. And their particular art form that they did well in and excelled was singing. So I grew up with nationals singing with them and then singing in the home. That was my introduction to music. The first 5 years was immersed in the vocal music of the people of the culture in which I lived in. So that was my example. There is a young Zork family, if ever there was one. You know, when I was about 8 years old, I experienced a trauma. I started wetting my bed at the age of 8. This actually carried on until I was 12 years old. Within that trauma became this difficulty of speaking. I couldn't start words, and so I stuttered for the first, between 8 and 10 years of age. I stuttered. And so I developed the inability to start sentences. That traumatized me. The more that happens, the more you're afraid people will ask you questions. Of course, all this time I was singing beautifully and never once stuttering or, and I thought, well, why don't I pretend to sing an answer? So if someone said to me, how far are you going to run today, Stephen? I would start speaking like this as though I was singing, and then I could start speaking that into a sentence. But I would start, and they didn't pick up on the fact I was singing. That's how I handled it. For me to go to work is to experience daily pleasure, daily, to develop a sense of pride in other people that have picked up on some of the concepts you've shared with them or that I share with them. I do find strength in the fact that I can be wrong, and when I strive for excellence, I don't have to strive for perfection. I can just strive for excellence and be allowed to make a few mistakes along the way. So, I try and instill that philosophy that we should strive for excellence, but not worry about perfection, and just enjoy the art of the cathartic art of communication through singing.
Sound nice? You sound nice.